Brought to you by Penguin.
How to be a Stoic, using ancient philosophy to live a modern life. Written by Massimo Pigliucci. Read by Peter Coleman. With dedication and acknowledgments read by the author. This audiobook includes a Mac and PC compatible bonus PDF.
To Callie Luna, who has just begun her own journey into philosophy, may it change her life for the better as it has mine. To Corinna, who has encouraged me a great deal to become a better person through the practice of Stoicism.
Chapter 1. The Unstraightforward Path. Midway upon the journey of our life, I found myself within a dark forest, for the straightforward pathway had been lost. Dante, The Divine Comedy, Inferno, Canto 1. In every culture we know of, whether it be secular or religious, ethnically diverse or not, the question of how to live is central. How should we handle life's challenges and vicissitudes? How should we conduct ourselves in the world and treat others? And the ultimate question, how do we best prepare for the final test of our character, the moment when we die? The numerous religions and philosophies that have been devised over human history to address these issues offer answers ranging from the mystical to the hyper-rational. Recently, even science has gotten into the business with an onslaught of technical papers and popular books on happiness and how to achieve it, accompanied by the obligatory brain scans displaying your brain on whatever it is that may increase or decrease your satisfaction with life. Correspondingly, the tools to seek answers to existential questions vary as much as the approaches that have been used, from sacred texts to deep meditation, from philosophical arguments to scientific experiments. The resulting panorama is truly astounding and reflects both the creativity of the human spirit and the urgency that we obviously attach to inquiries into meaning and purpose. You can embrace any of a large variety of options within the Judeo-Christian Islamic religions, for instance, or choose one of a panoply of schools of Buddhism, or opt instead for Taoism or Confucianism, among many others. If philosophy, rather than religion, is your cup of tea, then you can turn to existentialism, secular humanism, secular Buddhism, ethical culture, and so forth. Or you can arrive instead at the conclusion that there is no meaning, indeed the very search for it is meaningless, and embrace a happy sort of nihilism. Yes, there is such a thing. For my part, I've become a Stoic. I do not mean that I have started keeping a stiff upper lip and suppressing my emotions. As much as I love the character of Mr. Spock, which Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry purportedly modeled after his naive, as it turns out, understanding of Stoicism, these traits represent two of the most common misconceptions about what it means to be a Stoic. In reality, Stoicism is not about suppressing or hiding emotion. Rather, it is about acknowledging our emotions, reflecting on what causes them, and redirecting them for our own good. It is also about keeping in mind what is and what is not under our control, focusing our efforts on the former and not wasting them on the latter. It is about practicing virtue and excellence and navigating the world to the best of our abilities, while being mindful of the moral dimension of all our actions. As I explain in this book, in practice, Stoicism involves a dynamic combination of reflecting on theoretical precepts, reading inspirational texts, and engaging in meditation, mindfulness, and other spiritual exercises. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is that we ought to recognize and take seriously the difference between what we can and cannot master. This distinction, also made by some Buddhist doctrines, is often taken to indicate a tendency of Stoics to withdraw from social engagement and public life. But a closer look at both Stoic writings and, more importantly, the lives of famous Stoics will dispel this impression. Stoicism was very much a philosophy of social engagement and encouraged love for all humankind.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?